We're back.
We are back again.
I seem to have forgotten. I've seemed to have forgotten how to do this, Mark, because it's been several days. It's been 6 days.
Week.
It's been 6 days. I've almost forgotten how to do this.
Many is suffering memory loss, but don't worry, I haven't. We are here. We are in charge. We're about to run through this show. I'm sure we have probably 5 people waiting to watch this show.
0 people are currently watching us.
Oh no, the pain, the agony. But we have a summit to cover, Manny. NXT versus TNA, the summit. And of course, Monday Night Raw. The summit.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled.
You really did forget. Oh my God, he doesn't know his words.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I, of course, the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes, and he is
the older, not wiser, still immature to talk about Masha Slamovich, Marcus the Grand Finale.
Still going around alleyways playing Batman.
You did right. If I'm in dark alleys, I'm playing Batman. You leave me alone.
What do you mean? What are you doing in the alleyway? What are you investigating that you're in the alleyway?
Manny, I'm investigating the night. Okay, I am vengeance. Okay, I am ready to pounce on anybody who threatens or semi-threatens anybody in that alley. Okay, that's what I'm doing in that alley. Most of the time, I'm sitting there eating potato chips and doing nothing. If something does pop off, I'm probably asleep.
So one would assume that you are part of the Green Lantern Corps, and that is your little area, just the alleyway.
Oh, my Green Lantern stint did not last. It did not last.
I think I'd be in the yellow. I think I'd be in the yellow Corps.
Yeah, with Sinestro.
The Sinestro Corps.
Yeah. I mean, he seems like a nice guy.
I mean, I could also be, depending on how I'm feeling today, I could also be in the Red Lanterns.
Rage!
Whereas, like, the leader had like an angry cat, right? I have a racist dog, so technically we're Red Lanterns. It's a Red Lantern household.
Red Lantern household here. None of that shit. We wear red caps and red rings.
We drink blood.
Yeah. So, Manny, as we start this discourse of NXT and AEW, do we want to cover all the news or the happenings in the world of wrestling?
Well, I mean, it's just Gail Kim, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much the news cycle. So, for those who don't know and I guess.
I mean, if we're going to talk about the news cycle, we do have to probably cover the fact that, which will also be covered in NXT, but Kalani Jordan is your new TNA Knockouts champion because formerly known as Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance had to retire, which was also the match that is in question was also involving Masha Slamovich, which also me and Marcus are still not mature enough to cover.
Nope. One day, though, guys. One day.
So that match was kind of a hodgepodge, anyways. Kalani had a match with who did she beat?
I didn't actually look it up.
I can't remember who she had a match with. I know Indy Hartwell was the guest referee.
Oh, now I do remember, but I don't remember the person. But I do remember that.
Yeah, so Kalani is now the TNA Knockouts champion. What else news happened? There was the botch on SmackDown.
Before we get to the botch, there's the drama of Ricky Saints winning the title over Oba. There was rumblings, confusion from the NXT audience and the wrestling IWC, and how could you do this? And he's a nepo baby of Cody Rhodes and all that stuff. So all that happened. It's not an outrage. I
understand the outrage because I kind of figured, you know what, he's a friend of Cody Rhodes, so they're gonna give him stuff early. It just seems so rushed. Everything, like the way he got the North American title, that was rushed, and then that was like a really short reign, and then the way than the way he's been kind of given the NXT World title, just the NXT title. It just seems so rushed. It doesn't. Nothing seems like it was really planned out. It was just like, oh, let's just give him it. In my opinion, you could see.
I agree. It was rushed. It seemed out of nowhere, but I knew Oba had to lose his title for Oba to get called up. Oba can't stay down there forever, ever.
But is Ricky Saints the right guy right now, or should there have been someone more established in place to take it off it?
The only person I can think of on top of my head is Javon that could probably take it.
No, the only person in my head that could have. It should have been Trick. Even though I don't think giving Trick the title again will actually prove anything.
No, giving him the title again, as he has the TNA title as well. Those everything. I think they just want Javon to chase, but that would have been the correct answer. Would be Javon. But Ricky, I think he's a good placeholder. I would not say he's a lineage NXT champion, but a transitional champion. I believe he's going to hold the title for a little bit, lose it to your boy Josh Briggs or something, and then go to the main roster and be with Cody.
Marcus, if anyone is the NXT title to Josh Briggs, I think the writing's on the wall immediately when they go to the main roster. I have no faith. I will have no faith in them. I will have no faith in them. If this was real, the stock on you will be down.
I believe morale will go down.
Yeah.
Even in the description, I call him Go Away Briggs. That's just going to be his name, Go Away Briggs, for the rest of his career.
Because even when he appeared on screen, when they were having that little moment on NXT, I was like, no, don't you dare include him in this match. Don't you
you mean SmackDown. You mean SmackDown.
No. Oh. So when on NXT, when they had that little moment at backstage where they were like, oh, I think this person should be on the team. Oh, I think that person should be on the team. And it led to Miles versus Briggs. I was like, don't you dare put him on that team.
No, don't he dare represent NXT. He does not represent NXT. To represent NXT, you have to 1, be black, 2, be really cool. And I don't think Briggs fit the category of either.
Yeah, but neither does Miles. Miles is the most generic man possible. The only thing going for him is that he's got he managed to bag Stephanie Vakir and he's deaf. Yeah. That's the only thing he's got going for him.
Manny, that is a well-argued argument. Well, we can talk about that later, about the teams. But yeah, so lots of stuff going around there. I don't have a problem with Ricky being champion. Don't care. It's not offending me. Overall, I thought No Mercy was just an okay show. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a good show. Entertaining. But I watched it,
What was the noise? Because I didn't really pay attention to it. Was the noise for Ricky losing the title like... I didn't hear much of it or see much of it. Was it just the annoyance of Oba fan? Or was it...
I think it was just the IW. It was the IWC. And I think this was the undercurrent of Gail Kim. I think most people followed the Gail Kim story, which was also going on over the weekend more than this. But this was also a little upswelling of he don't deserve it. He's just Cody's boy, yada, yada, yada. Oba deserves better. It went on for about 2 days, to be honest.
Was it mostly the people that normally defend the Nigerian boys? Or is it a case? Or is it?
I believe this is universal.
Just a universal thing? Okay.
This is universal. This involves white people as well.
Yeah, because normally when it just involves black people, I'm kind of like, I think because you're so invested in representation, sometimes when people are so invested in representation, when they lose, it becomes this is racial.
But they're both black. But they're both black. You can't argue that. You can't argue that.
I know, but sometimes when you look at Ricky, you don't think he's black.
he's light skinned with hair. He Creole. Yeah. But I don't think it had anything to do with that. I just think that Oba's getting caught up. And as you saw in the NXT versus TNA war that's brewing, he has nothing to do with this. Like, that would be my number one pick. How would that not be your number one pick? Fuck Javon.
I saw over the weekend there was a clip from JBL, and he was talking about race, and I was like, damn, this could be brutal. But then I kind of was just like, you know what, he's kind of right.
Oh no, Manny, I haven't heard it. I don't want you to go down
so basically, do you know Mark Henry has defended Raja Jackson at times.
He didn't defend him. He just said that everybody had a fault. Everybody was at fault. That's what his argument was.
And then, so some people take that as Mark Henry is a racist, or Mark Henry defends. And then JBL's gone on there and just because you don't agree with someone's opinion does not make them a racist.
It's also true. It's also true.
And
depending on the opinion that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like if you're going, hey, my opinion is, the Nazis are cool.
No, you're awesome.
That makes you a racist. I just want to go with the most obvious. But if you're going, I like grape soda.
I hate grape soda.
Yeah. And I like orange soda. Oh, that'll make Manny a racist against dark sodas.
It does on this show, though, because Marcus accuses me of being a racist whenever I don't disagree with him.
Yes, you are, you racist.
And then I think what else was there was the botch pin on SmackDown. Yes. And then the Gail Kim news. So that was the week.
So let's cover the Gail Kim news in as brief as possible, as I think it's beating a dead horse at this point. I think everybody's over it. Gail Kim goes out there and she criticizes a death match happening somewhere. I don't know what kind of match this was. And all of a sudden, I think she said it doesn't tell a story or something along those lines. And the IWC jumped on her and GCW on there, and people just chimed in and was like, "You don't know what you're talking about." And they were like, "They were filming a documentary. What do you mean they don't know a story? Filming a documentary is not like
that's someone creating.
It has nothing to do with the match. Yeah,
it has nothing to do with what you're doing or anything.
Yeah, it's completely off topic. Like that's what that is. That's like saying me and Manny can't be wrong because we give opinions every day, but we are wrong. We are wrong.
We're wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time is we say things because what we want to happen, not what we think is going to happen. And then our feeling on a certain topic or like what we think is going to happen next in the type of story doesn't mean I'm going to be right.
Yeah. It doesn't mean we know stories. So they jumped down Gail Kim's throat on that one. Then I think they attacked her career and said, no one's going to remember anything in your career and all that.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. That was like, does anyone remember any good Gail Kim matches? And then some people came through with some. But like,
Awesome calling her, change the business.
I ain't never watched a death match and gone, you know what? One, I need to rewatch that. Two, that memorable for me. And that's my opinion. Yeah. Those that like death matches, it's very niche. And I'm sure you love them all. But I don't find them entertaining because what is it? It's just who at this point it's who can nearly die in the match.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, when you look at any death match, and you can sum up most extreme rule, hardcore, no hold bar matches in this. It's a lot of stupid shit that happens in there. Just logically stupid. Like I'll watch a match, and I'm just gonna throw an example. The MJF Mark Briscoe 1,000 thumbtack match or whatever it was, tables and thumbtacks. It's kind of a stupid match when you think about it just in general. Like thumbtacks hurt, but they can't kill you. like falling through these tables don't actually hurt. Like no, it's a lot of stupid shit at the end of the day. People stab each other with forks. Why not just use a knife?
Well, see, my whole thing is, it mostly happens in AEW because they like to branch out more. They like to be more gory.
WWE too. That's stupid.
No, they don't do it as much because I think they try and remain more PG friendly. They do it on pay-per-view, but they don't go to the extent that AEW do.
But it's stupidity. I argue stupidity. Just like it doesn't make sense in the real world.
Do you know specifically like Mox matches, mostly, and then sometimes other ones. They pull out something from under the ring, and it's always like this homemade contraption or some sort of barbed wire bullshit mess.
Yeah. Yep.
When they pull that out, I'm like, well, someone's clearly made this.
yeah, but you can think of John Moxley sat there. It was like hammering spikes.
At least film it. At least film it like the Undertaker was building a casket and give me something.
But that's not even the dumbness I'm talking about. I don't mind them having pre-made weapons. I just mind, how do you apply that weapon? And then it gets stupid when you like, my main WWE example, Triple H is Sledgehammer. the hand over the thing. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I can go to Raw this Monday when Roman's chasing our brasserie and hitting him in the back with the chair. It looks so stupid to me. It's so stupid that he's only swinging for his back and adjusting so he can only hit his back. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And if you can explain to me that there's a headshot rule, like, oh, if he hits him in the head, he can be suspended, fired, or whatever. Maybe that would help that make sense. But there's stupid shit that happens in these matches. And just go, it's illogical. They're trying to keep people safe.
I think that, and then I think with the amount of kids watching this, I don't think you want them going around actually thinking this shit is okay.
Yeah, absolutely not. But the deathmatch matches, they're extreme. They're most of the time they just do stupid spots and all that. And to me, if you need to use a bunch of weapons or gimmicks or triple threats and stuff, I throw that in there. It means that you're not really that good in the ring. You need stuff to hide your abilities.
Well, I think a lot of the time there has to be a reason for it. Yeah. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. There has to be sometimes a reason for it. Like the criticism me and you always seem to have with AEW is they have this big match.
Oh, I thought it was like the murder.
No, they have this big type of match. Like I don't know, what's their War Games one? Blood and Guts, or something like that.
Anarchy Arena, Blood and Guts, stuff like that.
And then like maybe a week or 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, they have a regular match. I'm like, what's the point? If this is it, that's it.
Yeah, this was the blow off match. This was it. And so all of a sudden, we're just gonna have a regular match now. We're gonna fight in a regular match, and then they still do the same kind of shit once a rap bump happened. Then Gail Kim started talking about Riho and her match with Mercedes, and saying Riho basically isn't believable, and they shoot her up her skirt all the time, and she doesn't get it. Kenny chimed in, the IWC chimed in, and she got all this help. Which all she's doing is giving her opinion. And she doesn't. You don't have to be like you said. Just because I disagree with you, it doesn't make you a racist. Just because I disagree with you does not make me a WWE fanboy. Against the fence, like she can watch something and have an independent thought. People have independent thoughts. Not every thought is paid for by Saudi Arabia right now. Although I'm willing to take.
Although Sheikh, I don't remember his name.
Your Excellency. Just say Your Excellency. You don't know.
The Excellency that looks like a chubby Bad Bunny. I take whatever you want to offer me.
Yeah, we'll take the check. We're not above selling out. We'll sell out in a minute.
I'll sit here with a fake mohawk, like, and dress up like Tatanka if you paid me, Sheikh.
But there's all this stuff going on. By the way, they got EA Sports. What the hell? I think there should be a law not like Saudi Arabia just buy everything.
The entire EA, not just EA Sports.
Yeah, they bought all EA. I put EA Sports because honestly, that's the only thing I know about EA Sports. We're in the game.
Billion. 58. Where you getting 58 billion from?
Yeah. But you just put up the ass and buy EA Sports, man. Fuck that. Anyway.
Wait, the thing is, look how difficult it was for Microsoft to obtain Activision.
Yeah,
so many people were like, no, you can't do that. It had to go to so many different like places of arbitration and stuff. These people, yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, WrestleMania, mine. EA Sports, mine. Your childhood, mine. At this point, I'm willing to sell them the Sinbad Genie movie that has never existed and see what I can get from it, because that was a part of everybody's childhood. That's what they want.
Why is that part of one's childhood, though?
What? The Sinbad Genie movie? It never existed. I'm a Sinbad filmographist. I don't even know if that's a word. I've seen every Sinbad thing as a kid, and I know there has never been a Sinbad Genie movie. And they were like, Marcus, they got to you. They got to you. No, they didn't. I guess I meant to selling out, but that has never existed.
Yeah,
there's only been Kazam.
People.
It was only Kazam.
No film ever existed.
Yeah. And you guys, for the love of God, if there was a Sinbad Genie movie, let's wipe that out of history, please.
No, let's
I'm
make it
sure
now. Let's make it now.
Yeah.
We got money.
Honestly, there's so much money. Sinbad isn't the healthiest, but fuck it. AI can do. We can do AI it. We can AI it.
Nah. We do it with him right now. But he's even when he's bad.
He's in bad health.
State now in bad health. He'd be cheaper, Marcus. It'd be cheaper.
Although it still be good. I mean, fuck it. There's money left on the table. How many people would just go see it and be like, I remember this scene?
It's a remake. It's a remake. Go back.
This is as good as the original. But on top of this, I just feel like this was just not a new story about Gail Kim, not a new story about Omega, not Meltzer or AEW or WWE or Allegiances. This is a story about the toxicity of social media and the IWC. That's all it was.
Yeah. Really
you can't give a single fucking opinion without a million other people jumping in and saying, no. Even if it's a objectively obvious opinion. Like we had this fake argument of an orange soda and grape soda right now for no reason. Someone's going to jump in their comments if we were popular enough to say, well, strawberry soda's better, and fuck you for even saying anything else. That's kind of where we're at the internet.
To be fair, the strawberry soda does sound like a good idea right
it
now.
Really is. I'm actually really want a strawberry Fanta or something. I haven't had a strawberry soda in a long ass time. I'll be honest.
Do you know what also? I know you don't drink much, but a strawberry beer in the summer is so clutch.
It's good. It's delicious. Manny, I may not drink now, but when I was in the game, when I was a professional alcoholic, shit, I tried it all. Mix, match. I don't care if it's dark or light. I'm a part of all of it. Cherry beer.
No.
Cherry beer. I like a good tart beer though. You give me a nice sweet.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anyway, that's the Gail Kim story. So we're now at Hunch at the Lunch, Manny.
Okay, we're back at Hunch at Lunch, and it is what? It's like 11:30 for you. The Hunch at Lunch.
It's more Hunch at Brunch. I don't make the rules for this. So, wait, do the music. You gotta do the music.
That's your jingle. You're not getting anything else from me.
That was like half of Steve Blackman.
No. I tried. No, Steve Blackman's is a lot of noise.
Yeah.
But internally, I had the big boss man stuck in my head.
Yeah. It sounded like a mix of both. So the Hunch and Lunch. So last Friday on SmackDown, we had the epic triple threat match of Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill. Nothing could go wrong from these three.
Wait, the one question I have before you get to the Hunch.
Yeah.
How did she bust herself open?
All right, I can go into it. Apparently you haven't watched Stevie Richards.
No. Yeah, no, I haven't watched Stevie Richards yet because all I see is the video of her doing a fall-away slam onto the step.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
not
suddenly
that.
she pops up and then she's got blood all over her.
So what happened originally was she's thrown to the stairs and her left eye or right eye, one of them, caught the edge of the stairs when she ran into it, and it kind of went up and cut her.
Oh, okay.
So when she hits it, the stairs go up and hit her in the eye. So, and then she's like, shit. And then Nia walks away and kind of poses. There's a whole Steve Richards does a full breakdown. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the gossip.
Yeah. Also, the reason I didn't watch it is because the actual James Romero, the guy with the toys, the English guy, is actually really starting to irritate me.
The man with the toys. How is the man with the toys irritating you just by existing?
I think he talks too much. When it's do you know this show
coming from another podcast.
Yeah, but this is the Manny and Marcus show. So Manny or Marcus is going to talk way too much on the fucking show. that is the Stevie Richards show. There's not the Stevie and James show. This is the Stevie Richards show. At no point do I want to hear James say anything more than a question. I don't want to hear James' opinion. I just want to hear Stevie talk.
What podcast works like that? Where it said this is the so-and-so show, where the other guy, the host, who probably put the money behind the show, just not get to say anything.
Even it's a Stevie Richards show because I'm here for Stevie. You know when you go, oh, I'm gonna go meet listen for example, I'm gonna go see Ryan. But then Ryan's with some other person, and you're like third wheeling the whole conversation.
Yeah.
That's how that podcast feels. I don't want to hear anything James says. If I wanted to hear anything James said, I would watch his channel. No, I want to hear what Stevie says. You just answer the questions and then mute yourself. Because I don't want to hear your opinion. I want to hear Stevie's opinion.
This is when I get mad with James, as I'm calling him James instead of the man with the toys now. When he posts a video on the Stevie Richard channel and Stevie isn't on there. And I go, what the fuck?
It's even worse.
That's when you go, wait a minute, I've been duped. You can post this on your own channel on your own time. Again, like you said, when I'm on the Stevie Richard channel, I'm here for Stevie. And I thought I'd never say that in my life.
And the exact same thing when I'm here for Dutch, I'm here for Dutch. I'm not here for you, James. I'm not here for you at all. Me and that mustache. I want my one-on-one time with the mustache man.
Yeah. Maybe the balance is the Kevin Nash podcast where I think Kevin does all the talking. You gotta ask the question.
Kevin,
they're old and boring. So back to it. There's the full breakdown, Stevie. He does a good breakdown of everything that happened. It's probably factual. But here's my hunch. There's blame going around on whose fault was it. And so the original fault, all fall on Nia Jax because she was there and existed and saying she didn't kick out. Possible that she didn't kick out, but also possible that Jade Cargill was supposed to break up the pin, but she was injured and bleeding to death. So why do that? Also possible referee, whose name I honestly don't remember her name.
Now. It used to be Adja or something, but now she got the fake WWE name.
I'm gonna call her Asia. I think that was her original name. She goes and don't count to 3. Also part of the blame. But you know what?
But the Vince thing was back in the day that if they don't kick out, it's a 3. You have to do it.
Exactly, Manny. And that's my hunch. This is hunch number 1 for this one. It's not her fault. Whoever was in her ear, as we saw in WWE Unreal, they are communicating spots. They're doing this. There's a lot of communication that goes on. It goes all the way back into that room with the producers and Triple H and whoever was producing that match. There was communication. I think when Jade Cargill got hurt, there was a lot of miscommunication and people not knowing. I think that the ref never knew that she was hurt originally because Stevie accuses her of not putting on the gloves and whatnot and not doing it. But I don't think she knew she was even bleeding. I think that's what it came down. And I think she finds out.
She checked on her. She circled the ring. I saw that. I saw that, but she circled the ring because there was a lot of confusion once that spot happened. When she popped up.
I don't think she found out till then.
But then I think you're right in terms of production. Needed to pivot and they didn't because everything goes through that referee. Yeah, and they didn't pivot, and I think that's where lay the confusion. So I think what happened was Nia was like, she's injured. Let's just go to the finish.
Yep.
Because that looked like Tiffy was supposed to get it done, and then obviously that you called a spot. Maybe Jade was supposed to break up the pin, but Nia thinks we're closing, so she doesn't kick out, and then that whole mess happened.
Yeah, and I think that was what happened. I think that the ref didn't know the count of 3, or was told, "Fuck what Nia's saying. We're gonna finish the match." Like I can see that in the back. Nia's don't call shit around here. I can see whoever's doing that. Nia's not going straight to the finish. Jade's really hurt and bleeding. Now I can see somebody going, "We're finishing the match. We're not finishing the match." And tell the ref she's going to kick out, and we're going to continue as possible. And the ref, as ref's been more likely in WWE not counting the 3, as in the original way it was, where they just count anyway. The Cody, you gonna fuck on me kind of finish.
Yeah.
They don't do it anymore, and I believe that's a part of the Triple H design. And I think that's what happened here. I think there was miscommunication from the producer to the ref from Nia and all the around. I think everybody's fault. And I think she didn't count to 3 because so the producer probably told her, no, we're not going to the finish. We're going to do the finish we had planned, whatever that was.
Yeah, but then the whole thing looked messy anyway. Like, even if that was, I mean, it wasn't done properly at all.
Yeah, it was the finish of you land your move, and then I kick you out the way, and I get the pin.
Yeah,
and I think that's the finish that they were going for. Tiffany comes in, she does her little stomp, and takes the pin. And Jade rolled out the ring because I think she was in the assumption that, hey, match is over. Doctors probably called it. Who knows? Because it was a huge gash. People, Jade's gash was all over her eye. It looked like a boxer had just knocked her out, essentially.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
And you probably should have just got her out of there and went to the finish instead of risking any more blood loss or whatever else could happen for the issues or whatnot. Want to know what my second hunch is? This is the ultimate hunch. This is the hunch. Conspiracy after conspiracy. Well, there's another one. There's another one that's even more conspiratory. But Manny, Triple H has idolized himself as the work king. I'm not saying he's enjoying doing these work finishes, right? Or solutions. The Rollins thing, maybe whatever's going on with Cross, AJ doing commercial breaks, a lot of all this bullshit of, we work the crowd, we work the boys, yada, yada, yada. Benny, I'm calling this a work. I'm calling it all a work.
You think?
I think it's a work. And you know why I think it's a work?
Why?
Our news cycle has been very fucking boring in wrestling. It's been very boring. There's not been anything that's happened that I'm talking about in WWE's locker room or in their decision, and it's very boring. Would you argue and say there's no morale down or anything? You haven't heard anything, right?
So do you think at some point we're Hey Phil, we need you to fight someone. We need to have some complications backstage, Phil.
Yeah, we need some drama, and not because they need drama, Manny, for their locker room. They're happy with this piece, but let me tell you what's not happy: the WWE Unreal show that they're filming right now. This will be perfect. This will be perfect for that show, so people can figure out what happened. I can see the trailer now. That'll be Unreal, and they have Nia Jax or Tiffany Stratton. They'll probably cover Stratton because she wasn't really covered in the main one, or Jade, one or the other, on this journey. And they can talk about this finish or what happened, and people are going to be like, ooh, we get to finally see what happened on that one. There has been no bad finishes or anything like that backstage drama, and I feel this was all staged for WWE because it's too perfect. It's too perfect. Everybody involved just seemed like, this could be a botch. Nia, Jade, who Nia's known for a history of incidents. Jade known her for a history of just not being very good. And Tiffany for being green and, Tiffy. So if you're doing a Tiffany Stratton backstory on WWE Unreal and you're leading up to this moment for drama, it is perfect because Tiffany could give her view of what happened and everything. And, it could clear up her racist drama. Hanging out with Jade.
It's not going to clear that up, but I do feel they didn't really go into depth with the Charlotte Tiffy stuff. Leading into WrestleMania, they didn't really go into that much depth.
No,
that kind of was just like it happened, and then it was like make sure you go apologize, and then you had the WrestleMania match, and they were like fine. You know what I mean? I don't think they were just fine.
Yeah, but Manny, do you think there's any truth into there? This could be staged for WWE Unreal. Because it works perfect for that show.
I think so because so I think what we covered heavily in season 2 of WWE Unreal will be how Naomi's pregnancy has kind of shifted plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, and then maybe Seth's injury. So that will be part of it. And then there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything going on.
But none of that makes you want to watch the show, right?
No, but like again, when you do things right after each other, like LFG, you're less inclined to watch it. Yep. You really are less inclined to watch it when you given me you haven't given me time to breathe.
Well, WWE Unreal is not coming out till January. It's going to be a year before. It's basically 6 months before the last one. So at least they're giving that one time to breathe, other than LFG and stuff. So I just feel like they needed this.
They're announcing the winner at season 2 of LFG again.
Whatever. What happened to the first winners?
Well, one of them is looking like an old lady backstage as well.
You leave. Tyra May still low.
She looked like someone's auntie. If you told me she was your auntie, I would have believed you.
Yep. But yeah, that's my hunch at lunch. That's my hunch. This was all staged for WWE Unreal. Now the real conspiracy, we need to fire this black rap, so let's set her up. That's the third one. Let's make her look bad. I know what part of administration I'm in. I'm in the Trump administration. We need our referees white. We need people who can do our job. No DEIs. I'm just saying.
Asian one. That Asian one too. Your days are numbered.
Your days are numbered, you chubby Asian man. Did you hear, Hexif? We're getting rid of all the fatties. But I'm just saying. Those are my conspiracies. Those are my hunch. That was from chokeslamkane.org or something. My sources.
And that was the hunch at lunch. But it changes every time I do it.
Yeah, I know. We need to start changing these hunch at lunch and see if they actually do pan out somehow. I don't know how. And maybe I'm 70 years old and be like, I told you it was a sport. I told you.
If you wait 10 years to prove that your hunch at lunch was right, that's way too long.
What do you want me to do? Prove it? How can I prove any of these hunches?
Well,
if it showed up on WWE Unreal, though, I'm right. I'm just saying. If this showed up on WWE Unreal, I'm right.
It will, but whether it's part of whether it happened or not, we'll have to be the judge of it when we watch it.
Yeah.
So NXT kicks off with Ricky Saints. Ricky thanks the fans. Goes on about betting on yourself until JC reminds him they got bigger things to worry about, like TNA trying to take over, even if they have both their titles.
I know. Like, they won. I can see why TNA wants to invade NXT. They won.
Ava comes out, who has the worst music. When that happens, I feel there should be a collective sigh.
No, it's a collective. I'll always go, what the fuck is this? Every time. And then there's a Ava chant, and she goes in there, and she's like, guys, and she gives a very monotone speech that I feel like she shouldn't have probably gave. It's like, it just maybe.
She states that the two champions are the captains for NXT, and they have to decide who the team is. Santino names his captains, but he doesn't trust Tricky Williams. How can you trust a man called Tricky? His captain is Mike Santana.
Yeah.
And Kelani Jordan. Ava said she needs both teams finalized tonight, and Santino states this is not an invasion as they've been working together. It's a showdown. JC raises the point: how you not even going to have Trick as your captain, but you're going to let Kalani be your captain when she's been champion for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Again, how are they letting Kalani? This Kalani thing kind of ruins the story. There should have been, can't we trust Kalani or some drama behind that? But we got to get this done in a week because we're going against AEW next week. We have to get this done.
Is AEW on a Tuesday?
Yes, AEW versus NXT next week. The war begins again. That's why they're doing Showdown next week.
So technically, we don't need to do a show on Thursday anyway, then.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be here on Thursday anyway. I am in the air.
So, because Manny, we planned this out with AEW.
Yeah, because we have a direct line with Tony Khan.
We have a direct line. That's why these hunches come in, Manny. These hunches come in. We have direct lines. We got sources in there.
Wait, I'll tell you our direct line to Tony Khan.
Manny, that might go as the most beautiful line we've ever done on this show. That may be key line delivery right there.
Because he didn't even plan to tell me that the word that he was going to use was direct line.
Yeah.
Line.
And what you want to know is Manny was just rolling his head onto his desk. There was no nefarious acts happening whatsoever.
Hey, you don't know what I was snorting. I could have been snorting cocoa powder for all you know.
That doesn't make it better when you use cocoa.
Yeah, it does.
You can't be in love with the cocoa, Manny, when you try to do a cocoa powder.
I love me some chocolate. Eat your
They
chocolate,
call
Harry.
me
Eat your
Count
chocolate.
Chocolate.
Eat your chocolate, Harry. Eat your chocolate.
So this segment happens, but I just think it's so ridiculous that Kalani is leading this group, and it just makes it stupid. It just makes it stupid. It kind of kills everything. But I believe that they are at there's no one in their locker room that I feel like they can help them at this point. TNA, the women's locker room seem helpless. They should have did an intergender match. Or
They
just
should
get
have, or they
Anarchy in the
should.
Arena.
They could have just put Jordan Grace on this team.
Yeah. Jordan could have been a turncoat. At this current moment, it would make more sense. They could have gave Jordan Grace the belt instead of
Yeah.
Kalani. That would have made the most sense, and you could have put
Well,
her in this situation.
To be fair, though, Marcus, I think in her career, I think this is a backstep for her. Going
If
back,
she won the
being-
TNA title?
Yeah, I think it's a step back for her. I think with Jordan Grace, I think she wants to. It's unfortunate this TNA partnership has happened for her because she's always going to be linked with what's going on in TNA. I think for her, I think she wants to not forget about her past, but carry on going forward. And I think her, it's either a sidestep or a step back. Not to discredit TNA, but I think for someone that probably should be on the main roster, in her eyes.
Yeah.
Although, like, I think she needs to learn WWE isms before she goes to the main roster. I think this may be a step back for her.
Yeah. Could have been. Did you watch the match at No Mercy? Her and Mariah May? Cage and weapons?
Yeah, it was a bit silly.
Yeah.
It was a bit silly. Although her being in the trash can is a new meme. It's a new meme. She literally got taken out.
Yeah.
She took out the trash. She was in it.
Yep. It's over. All right. Moving on to our next segment, which is our opening match of the night. Which
Lash
was
Legend, Jada Parker.
This feud's
Fire.
going on.
I love this match. It was
feud's
short.
going on.
But...
Yeah. I thought it was too short.
No. I think they got a lot in for the time they were given. They got a lot in. You got to see Lash be dominant. You got to see Jada do her spot. So it was a decent match. Jada picks up the win, but she won very clean.
Yeah.
And then no silly bullshit at the end of it.
Yeah, no, getting their heat back and all that. So they're 1-1 with no heat back, and Jade asserted her dominance. And I'm assuming they chose Jade over her, Jada over her in the just for the Survivor Series match they're having or whatnot.
Yeah, I don't like that they're calling it Survivor Series like matches as well. Ava was like Survivor Series like matches. Just call it an elimination match. That's what it is.
It is. I mean, if we're not doing Survivor Series matches at Survivor Series, just go in a match. It's elimination test. It's a battle.
Ethan Page puts his attention on Dr. Wagner, but a car pulls up and it's Mustafa Ali. Ethan Page and both Mustafa said they don't have a problem with each other, but Mustafa and then Ethan says he doesn't owe him anything. Mustafa says he's right, but he's owed a North American title match prior to his release.
Previously on NXT.
And he politicked to get his title shot.
Yes, which is a part of his gimmick for those who don't know. He's a politician, basically a politician.
I like Mustafa Ali, and I think him leaving WWE was a misstep. I think they should have kept him around. I know they weren't doing much with him, but I feel like the stuff that they were alluding to prior to his release seemed really good. I don't think we're ever going to see him back in WWE outside of working with this TNA partnership, but I'm glad he's back for the time we've got it.
Yeah, I never understood the release of him or the treatment of him. Like, I think he has, I know people will say, Carmelo and all that. I think he's 10 times more talented than Carmelo on mic and in ring.
Yeah.
I feel like, there's a lot of people who are just on this roster where you go like, I would take Mustafa Ali over all these people.
Yeah.
Like in the even on Raw with the Americanos, I'll take him over Pete Dunne and probably even Ludwig as well as an mechanic and as a personality. Like I feel like he brings something to the table. He brings heart. He can play both sides, face and heel. I think he was done a disservice in that retribution thing. And a lot. And I thought he brought,
if done properly, that could have worked.
Yeah, but it was not done properly, and it felt just like it should have. And his presence here was. I feel like he brought some gravitas, some star power. I thought that this feud makes sense. I like that they went all the way back to he is owed a title match because he was fired abruptly. Because we were like, he's in mid-story. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they went back to it, and I appreciate this. And I thought it was a good story. I think the only person they have not used for that they have released is Dolph Ziggler. I think that's the only person they have not.
I don't think Dolph really wants to, though.
Yeah.
But the person that keeps being brought up, that keeps making a name and making sure his TV time is on point, is what happened in the Josh Briggs versus Miles Bourne match.
Yes.
Where Briggs tries to use a chain and then Matt Cardona prevents him, and then Miles hits the Bourne again for the win. Matt Cardona is making effective use of the TV time. He's always he's seemingly always positioned where a camera is, and they shot at him.
Yeah.
But he's not being used. I would have put Matt on the team before I put fucking Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah. Like I was shocked that he wasn't chosen over. Like I was like, wait, what are we choosing here? Like Matt Cardona brings eyes to your TV. He's his whole gimmick is he's trying to get back into WWE. He's maximized any time he's had in the company with and just as good as his wife Chelsea Green, who those people know how to maximize any TV time they have.
Yeah, and
I believe the strategy here for him costing Briggs the match is that they didn't want to face Briggs. They're going to face Bourne. Would that be the case?
I think Miles Bourne is the weak link of that team.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He's taking the pin. I mean, it's an elimination match, but he's taking the pin. He's taking the first one.
What's next?
By the way, they should have never separated him and Heights. They should have kept him as a tag team. They worked so much better like that. They work better.
I think they're gonna flounder together as well. Flounder without each other. We get Lola Vice versus Fallon Henley. This is the same setup to Josh Briggs versus Miles Bourne. Fallon runs into a back fist and Lola picks up the win. Fallon wonders what in the back what Laney's business is with them, and Laney hands them the mask and reveals it was her who got involved at No Mercy to help JC win the match. And then she took out Jasmine, but that was free because she never belonged there.
Yeah. And you're still not clear. And by the way, it was not her who actually originally did that. They're just trying to make it her because she's still not clear. If she was clear, she would have fought Soul Roka at the pay-per-view in a 3-minute match. Just saying.
Yeah. Then we get Leon Slater and Javon Evans versus the Culling. This was set up with these two talking, and then they were interrupted by the culling. Lyra was back and gave Tatum a new doll for some reason. I thought this was a fun match. Leon Slater is so AEW, it's ridiculous. Why is he in TNA and NXT? Because he belongs in AEW.
I feel, and this may be the hottest take ever, this should be the best rivalry for the next 10 years. Siobhan and Leon Slater we should always come back to that because at this current moment, they're the two most athletic people in all of wrestling. When you just look at them, you go like, these guys jump higher than anybody could imagine back 10 years ago and run fast and like that.
I feel Leon does it better.
Yeah.
Because Javon's mostly used for bouncing off things and then using the air to propel him or being thrown. Leon Slater's actually he's flipping and doing all this shit. Javon just like, boing. He's like Mario.
Yeah. Leon Slater floats in the air for a minute. Like, you just go, why is he still up there? And then he splashes. I remember the first time I saw the Swanton 450. It was TNA, one of the pay-per-views we went to go see.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I saw it and I went, I don't believe like you're just there. You don't believe what you just saw because it doesn't even seem natural. Like it's like I'm going to Swan time. I change it up in midair.
Yeah, how?
And it's just like what the fuck? Yeah.
How do you practice that without at least breaking your neck at one point?
Yeah. So this tag match together, like they have this tag match, and then they have their argument and whatnot, and I just think this is setting up. I think this should be the rivalry of our time. This should be the Ospreay versus Ricochet of the modern era.
Oh, it should be like that.
Yeah, and that we always try to come back to it. Like. Because they should be the future of the industry. I think both people are extremely talented. I watched the match with Myron Reed and Leon Slater as well from TNA. A fantastic match. Myron Reed is not as known as any of these people, even though he isn't featured on any of these shows, I believe. But he's still an extremely talented and athletic guy. I just feel like this is good. I like the team up, and I like that they kind of broke up for this little rivalry after the match, and that makes sense.
Also announced, confirmed last week was AJ Styles is retiring next year. I think before AJ retires, I think you need to see Leon Slater defend that X Division title against AJ Styles. I know AJ isn't able to do most of the stuff he could do when he was in the X, running things in the X Division, but I think this would be a nice, real passing of the torch kind of moment.
Absolutely.
Because they kind of teased it one of the previous TNA pay-per-views, but I think I would like to see that before AJ goes. I think AJ's got a chance to have a better match type quality of matches before he calls it a day, unlike John Cena.
Yeah, I think that what AJ should have a final run in TNA on his last year. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I don't care if he becomes world champion or X Division champion. He should be TNA he should have final run there. And he can do a farewell if you want to do a farewell tour similar to John Cena and WWE. You can do that.
Call it farewell tour.
You don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to make it all dramatic and all that. But
yeah,
he can I think he should have one minor run in TNA, help create the next big star, whether it's Leon Slater or whoever else. And then he can finish off in WWE if he wants to or whatnot. But I think TNA run would be impactful. And I think he needs to be inducted in the TNA Hall of Fame as well.
I thought he was already, but obviously not.
Yeah, they haven't did it yet.
It starts to kick off between TNA and NXT in the parking lot. I sent a screenshot to Marcus earlier of Foxy getting into it with Thea Hale, someone that's barely seen on TV these days. It's great. And I was just like, fuck her up, Foxy. Fuck
her up, Foxy. Fuck her up. So this was weird because I watched my NXT with the under VPN on Netflix. I don't watch the CW edition because I don't have CW. But they do this parking lot conversation with Lonnie leading the squad and the troops, which makes me sick because I was like, she's been there a minute. She's had one match total in TNA. I think
maybe two. Maybe there's
a second. I don't know. Maybe a third. I don't know. But she's been there for a cup of coffee and she's leading the way. And they have this parking lot brawl. And then the NXT locker room it comes out and it's Ricky Starks leading the way with Ava behind him. And all of a sudden he goes, "Come on, Ava, let's go." And I'm like, "What's Ava gonna do?"
You don't know what he needs.
Yeah. So we get this old X-Men kind of clash of TNA, NXT in the parking lot, and then what do we just scatter off and all head to the ring? It made no sense. And they come out there and they do the summit.
So they're at the summit, and obviously earlier in the night, Trick Williams has decided he's co-captain because he's the TNA champion. Ricky reminds him that he's the he's the NXT champion, so therefore he's the captain. But he names Trick Williams in the squad. He names Javon Evans in the squad. And then Miles Bourne, who I've already labeled the weakling.
Yeah, does not deserve it. Does not deserve to be here. Like, I know Oba is out for whatever reason. But I'm thinking Oba. I'm thinking what's the big dude that fought? I mean, I can't remember. LFG guy. What's his name?
Oh, Jasper Troy.
Jasper Troy. I would put Jasper Troy, and to have Ricky Starks pick him would make the most sense because he gave him a lot of trouble, lots of trouble, and that would have made a lot of sense to have Jasper Troy and Ricky Starks teaming together for this, and it would have been the better faction. But I believe they put Mouse Bowl in there because they wanted to cover the white demographic. And it's not Briggs. It's not Briggs. They want the NXT crowd to be cheered. And TNA squad, what the fuck? It's old. Y'all go old.
Mike Santana.
Uh-huh.
Frankie Kazarian.
Yep. Moose.
And Leon Slater.
Yeah. Old. Leon Slater is like 20 years
Matt Cardona should be in there before Frankie. Moose, I understand.
I guess Frankie for legacy purposes, but you can usually throw Eric Young in there. But I would say, nah. I'm literally going different routes in all of this. All of this. I'm not doing any. Like, these aren't the people I'm using.
But
NXT wins.
I believe the NXT women's squad is the Space Jam team. This is NXT women's division as a whole. Jason Jane, your champion. Saul Rucker.
Yep.
Jada Parker, the future. Lola Vice, me.
You know, why not? Why not? You know, she wrestles in AAA and everything. She does. She's one of the highlights of NXT. She's around. I mean, if they threw Nikita Lyons in there, then it would have been a problem. So I would have argued for Lash in that spot or something, but
earlier in the night, Zarya wanted to speak to Sol in private. I think they're gonna break up soon. I think Zarya is gonna have Sol eliminated in this match.
I think a lot has to happen because if you look at the NXT team, they seem stacked. And they feel like they took all their top guys. They were like, we got double champions here. I mean, when your champion is probably the weakest link of your team, JCJ is probably the weak link of that team, to be honest.
Yeah.
You go the other way. But then you go to TNA side. They got Benedict Arnold herself, Kalani Jordan. Old turncoat, old Schrader. Can't give her nothing.
You know the worst part about Kalani is, do you remember Survivor? Do you remember the WWE draft used to happen like 2 weeks before Survivor Series, and then they do this whole bragging rights bullshit, and then you've got people that have moved and on Team SmackDown that were on Raw 2 weeks ago, and you expect them to have some type of brand loyalty. This is Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd that she has this loyalty to TNA all of a sudden. And then she goes and proceeds to draft bad.
She drafts the Iconics, which, I mean, I'm glad she did. However, not the two I'd probably pick.
Yeah, not someone I win in matches with. And I know the TNA women's roster seems to be thin right now due to injuries and controversies or whatnot. You can't take Tessa. You can't take Masha. Can't take Masha.
You can't take Tessa because just how black the NXT roster is.
I know. Kalani could not pick Tessa in conscience. In conscience alone.
But if the one that's probably not even featured in this whole invasion nonsense, I would have taken Danny Luna.
Yep, Danny Luna is really talented. He hits really hard and really talented. But Manny, the problem with Danny Luna. It's not me. I know who Danny Luna is. I watched her live 2 times and stuff. But the NXT crowd would go, who the fuck is that?
I think the people that watch NXT and go there, some of them will probably watch TNA. I don't necessarily watch TNA. But I've seen Danny Luna on the Independents. I've seen the two recent UK hires. They've got Myla Grace, who's pretty decent. She's that girl is her thing, and why could my name forgotten the other one?
You think it's Zaya Brookside?
No, I wouldn't necessarily pick Desire Brookside. What is her name? Harley Hudson. That's it. Harley Hudson, the one with pink hair.
Yeah.
She's great at what she does. I think she's a great character at what she does in the independence. So you always work in the crowd. I don't think that would naturally work on TV, but I think those were better picks than what she did.
Yeah, but I think they also pick people with
notoriety,
and maybe I don't know how their contract status. Maybe these are at will TNA players because TNA has that where people would just show up and they just pay them for appearances. So that could be
Marcus,
the Danny Luna and Harley Hudson situation.
Jakara Jackson is one of the last people I'm
Absolutely. Like what? So she goes Iconics and then Jakari Jackson. She's someone I know from the locker room. I was like, she ain't going Jakari. You're going Foxy at least. At least you go Foxy. And it was just a poor choice. And I go, this team's dead. This team's dead.
Is this one of those things where NXT had rights to who they picked? Or is it TNA picked these people because they think they're the best that they've got? Because I'm pretty sure I think they've got better.
I think they picked people they wanted to protect. Or not protect. Because these people can lose. Everybody in this match can lose in the Kalani team. And Kalani should just play his turncoat. I mean, there's no reason to have loyalty. Like, I can't see NXT losing. I can see the men losing on NXT and the women losing.
No, I think WWE are going to prove that they're right.
Run through.
They just run through them like they both their titles already.
No, I think Screwjob finish, like you're going to allude to. You know how you said the Zarya thing is going to come into play? Yeah. That's probably going to take place. Or maybe even Fallon, Henley, even turns on JC at this point because she picked Lola Vice over her.
She didn't pick Lola Vice over her. She made them have a match.
She picked it. Yeah. I mean, Manny, if we're going to a fight and I'm going to pick Boo Boo the Foo or I could pick my friend Manny.
First of all, if you don't pick me in a fight, you're clearly in the wrong.
So I'm going to go to someone I don't really know and don't like, but I'm going to choose. Nah, I couldn't do that. I just feel like that's just cause for me turning on you. Or you turn on me. Man's gonna be at ringside. He's tripping my leg up. I'm being eliminated or something.
Tripping your leg up. I'm spraying shit in your eyes.
Oh, you're one of those.
You miss.
Damn it. I didn't know you had the miss. I didn't know you had miss. Didn't know you had miss.
Asian, of course I got the missed. I'll make you look like Shrek when I'm done with you.
Donkey.
Asuka's out there making people look like Smurfs. You're gonna look like Shrek.
You see what Asuka posted with the Smurf hat on EO, and he put a Smurf hat on EO and a Smurf hat on Rhea for walking over. But she keeps posting pictures every time she spit blue mist on you. She's gonna put the Smurf in, which is hilarious. So that was NXT. I thought it was an enjoyable show. I thought the ending was fantastic, the big brawl of all that. But I think that should have been the match, to be honest. It's just a pure anarchy in the arena. Just NXT roster versus TNA roster. First pinfall wins or some shit. I don't know. Or elimination. And just go for broke.
They're really going in with this winner-take-all tag match between Dark State and the Hardys. Marcus, I don't think Dark State should be winning this. I really don't think they should.
Well, Manny, Dark State can't win, and they will not win. Because I believe the Dudleys and Hardys have a match for the. I don't know if they're for the title, but they have a match, and I don't think we're taking the titles off the Hardys until that match is over. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think Dark State should. I feel like they've lost their steam again.
I like Dark State, except for when Cutler talks.
No, I like Dark State when everyone shuts the fuck up and lets Saquon do his thing.
Honestly, you're right. It's Saquon's team. He's the voice, and then after that, you got the nerd. I always forget his name. Deion Lennox, and then the other two are just kind of like side pieces. But those are clearly the main pieces of Dark State.
It was last week when they were trying to walk to the ring looking tough, and then you got Saquon just skipping to the ring. Saquon is the best name in wrestling.
Saquon Sugar, the Sugar Man. Oh man, the Sugar Man. But I think Dark State with just those two guys still is Dark State. Like the other two are just
there. I mean, not much. I mean, we can talk about Raw, but not much really happened on it. Like, it was more of a copy and paste kind of episode from last week, and you just had Roman.
Yeah, I feel like AI is booking Raw these days.
Yeah, nothing exciting is happening on that show for me.
Triple H has other distractions in the White House or whatnot. Who knows what's going on with that? They're there like every other week, it seems like. So they are going to. They brought Roman back. He came back this week. I was not expecting Roman this week at all. I don't know why. I don't ever expect Roman. I guess these days I don't ever look for his booking schedule.
I've kind of moved on from Roman. Like I think I'm a bit tired out of Roman, even though I'm wearing an OTC shirt.
Yeah, he's in the pack. He's in the pack category.
Oh no!
Returns. No, he just comes back. Roman's returned again. How many times has Roman returned again? If we were doing a Tuesday show, what do you think the title of the show is? Roman's back.
No, he ain't in the pack thing. I think he's close to the Edge or the Adam return.
I love to play on words, but not really. But he's close to the Edge of being Adam. Oh, yeah, somewhere along those lines where you can't just be doing the same thing. He comes back, he saved the day, but it looked like the Bloodline maybe get back together. This last story of the working day to me. Maybe we should run that back as Jimmy and Jay and Roman are linking up again. But Jimmy was on the outside going like, man, you can't be like him. We separate ourselves from him. Even though I think Jimmy was the last one to leave Roman. So yeah, he was the last one. Remember he went back. That's what led to the Jay and Jimmy match.
No, but that's when he became QB2, remember?
Yeah. He was like, I'm hurt. You what? I'm good. So I think they're putting the OG Bloodline back together. It's probably for the War Games match, to be honest, in San Diego against the Vision.
And I think that's the point where Jay turns.
Who's he turning on?
Roman.
Ooh.
It has more impact. I mean, I don't need to see another Jay versus Jimmy match ever.
But do you need to see another Jay versus Roman match? I mean, we've got about 5 of those. They're good. Yes. They're all good. They're all fantastic.
Do you remember the bullshit Roman sprayed at Jay during all that whole entire thing?
Yeah. That's why them aligning is the problem. So we're gonna get OG Bloodline together. And I'm even gonna add what's Big Boy Solo into this group. He might be the 5th man on their team.
Ever since Tama Tonga fell, that family just been ruined. The MFT family.
Yeah. So I think we can scrap that.
You just keep adding other people, adding Samoans, and it will fail.
Yeah. I mean, we found Jacob. He's going after Drew McIntyre. I believe he's going to put Drew on the shelf because Drew has a movie to film with. I forgot who he's playing. I think he's playing Chris Hemsworth's older brother or somebody in the movie.
Oh.
He's got a big movie role, so Drew got to go away, and I think that's Jacob's going to put him away, and that's that works for me. Jacob isn't doing anything. And then on SmackDown, on Raw, we had a bunch of other nonsense happen. The breaking up of Judgment Day continues. Or the dissension. Yeah. The Americanos are running wild. They got names now that I don't remember. What else happened? And that was pretty much it. Oh, and Cody and Seth had their confrontation and they went over their history and Seth
I had a problem with that. First of all, you got like a 10-minute video package.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
What else needed to be said that they had to come out?
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't even a 10-minute video pack. It was broken down in parts, baby. Broken down in parts. Part 1, the rivalry.
I thought part you 2, were my friend. Hey, Cody, I was never your friend. You were just a lesser of two evils. Shut up.
So they're gonna clash, and they're doing as much work as they can to get this off the ground in the few weeks they decide to put this together.
But you know what? You know what? We ain't seen the men with the white gloves. I've seen them in video package form. I've only seen them in video package form. I want to see the men in suits with the white velvet gloves carrying this fucking gigantic title
Yes.
And why isn't there a replica of this thing yet?
Because, Manny, it's important. It's only means something to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Just like everything else, just like your Madden, just like your college football, EA is all in Saudi Arabia now. Just like Battlefield or whatever else is out there that they have. I don't even know. I'm not in the game industry. I don't know what the big game they have out there. I think it's still just Madden.
Madden, FC20.
Don't they have Battlefield or Call of Duty? They have Battlefield, right?
I think it's Battlefield.
Yeah.
Yeah, Call of Duty is Activision, which is owned by Microsoft now.
Yeah. So, see how that game is. I guess we're not doing any more Battlefield in Saudi Arabia. No, it's a peaceful place.
Yeah, now Battlefield will be America.
But I remember the words that someone used on it, I think in the comment or something, or maybe it was a YouTube video. They were like, 9/11, never forget, unless Saudi Arabia is giving you money.
59 billion.
Yeah, then you go 58 billion. I don't know. We never had towers there. What are you talking about?
59 billion. 59 billion.
It's so ridiculous.
That covers a lot of world debt.
I don't think about how much they paid. I think about how much do they have left. Like, if that's 59 million and you
Where's
go
this
bought
money
something
coming
with that,
from?
oil, all the oil from the world. They had the highest oil supply. So spin.
But who's paying that much for oil, really?
America. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what the hell. Like, that's all I'm saying. What the hell?
So, the visa process to enter America has changed again.
Of course it has.
Today, I got in just early and late enough where I only had to pay $15 for the visa.
Yeah.
As of today, I think it's $40. That's enough for someone to go, fuck this.
Fuck America. That's where you should be at. I mean, it ain't America used to be.
You're right. Fuck it, I'll chance it.
Yeah. Fuck America ain't what it used to be today as it was before. It's back to, I guess, the worst times.
Someone did ask me, Manny, are you sure you want to be going to America right now? I'm like, no. But when is a good time ever? When is it ever really a good
honestly,
time?
4 years ago, 10 years ago, any other time other than now, man. This is probably the worst time to go up to America. This is the worst. This is the absolute worst. I mean, when the president and the Department of War is saying, let's practice our military skills on inner city people, that's when you go, oh, this is the worst time to be in America.
On inner city people?
Yeah.
Wait, that's
going to the urban community.
That's Washington.
No. He's talking about all urban community. They're talking about Washington, Chicago, Los Angeles, Portland, Oregon. Like, that's a place that anybody cares about. Like, just nonsense. It's just nonsense. And yeah, we're at a fascist state right now. It's the worst time ever. The worst time ever. Man, you may be a documentarian by the end of this going, this is not the America. I was here 1 year ago. This is not the America I remember.
It makes me question me flying to Philly more and more now.
Philly, okay, ain't nobody. You know,
maybe I should went to Atlanta.
Hang around the block, go to Magic City, Manny, for a little bit. I know it's just you're just there for a little bit, but you're like, I'm in Atlanta. I'm going to Magic City just for a little bit. Get wings and a lap dance real quick.
Unless that's in the airport, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not allowed out of the airport.
I don't believe. Nah. Oh well, they should add Magic City, mini Magic City in the airport of Atlanta.
They should.
They should do it.
Yeah, how much money you would make?
Yeah, why isn't there a strip club inside the airport? I'm just saying. People would just go to the strip club, to be honest. They don't care when they fly in.
Use up whatever currency you've got left.
Yeah, just throw it all on there.
You know, someone in the charity event last week donated a rupee, which is less than actual like a cent or a penny.
Yeah. Speaking of donate, Manny, here we go.
Oh,
Look at that! Look at that!
does it
Look
still
at
work?
StreamYard. I don't know. I didn't try it, but if you are watching this video, which is very few people in the chat, see if that QR code works. See what that takes you. See what that gets you. See what that gets you. What is that saying, you, Manny?
Oh, it stopped working again.
What the fuck? Why does it only work for a second? It doesn't make sense. I'll take it down.
Do you know what? Go to the website www.thesharpshooters.com and there's a tiny donate button there. But when you hit that tiny donate button, your heart grows big like the Grinch. Just do it. Marcus celebrate his broke day birthday over there.
I came in this. I ended my birthday the way I entered this world, broke.
And
Let's see if this one works, Manny. Let's see if this one works. Let's just go to the website. Let's see. That's all our schemes fall apart.
Yeah, it does. It goes to our blogger.com website.
Yeah.
I haven't used
We're
that.
so poor people. We're so poor. Please donate to the show. Anything. Dollars, pennies. Come on. If you see a bum on the street, that's also donate to the show, because it could be one of us. Help.
We ain't that broke yet. Soon.
Always. Then, now, forever. That's our
Together.
Together. We're going to
welcome to the Broke Boys podcast.
Yep. But yeah, that's cool. Our show. Manny, there will be a show tomorrow, right? You're not Trump.
No, there won't. Yeah. There'll be a show tomorrow.
There will be a show tomorrow. There won't be one the following week, but we asked this question last week, and I think we need to ask this question again for the money line, Manny. Over or under 1 attempted murders for AEW Dynamite tomorrow.
I'm going over again. You know what, Marcus? I'm always taking the over.
Now, should we change it to solitary crimes, or should it just be one crime? Because last week you said there was more than one attempted murder due to Darby Allin having a flamethrower in public and just shooting it wild and could have endangered anybody.
I think. So, do you want to take it as an action?
I think it should be one solitary crime.
Okay, but let me give an example of something that could happen.
Okay.
I pick up a knife.
Yep.
I chase Marina Shafir with a knife and attempt to stab her.
I don't think she's running.
And then, I think she'll stand up to me and disarm me.
And you go, what the fuck? If someone stands up to you and you pull out a weapon, I immediately become scared. Like, if I pull out a gun, somebody, they be like, go ahead and do it. Don't make me.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Okay, but then she runs away. She gets away from me. And then I turn my attention to Mox with the same knife. Does that count as the same crime and action?
I believe I would call that the same crime and action.
Okay, but then what if in the,
but if it was later on in the night and you were like, Mox, haha, no, but that's a different. I'll call that a different crime.
But what if in the same vein, I pick up a knife, I drop the knife, and I pick up a flamethrower the second time and go after Mox? That's now 2, right? Because there's 2 different weapons. Yeah, there's 2 different weapons.
I don't know. I still think that's the same attempted murder call. I'm not a lawyer, but I think that's the same attempted murder call.
No, but this is just a game we're playing.
I think you just get if there's a lawyer got involved, if it's a crime for they just to separate the crime, as it's saying. One counts of attempting to char a man.
So what you're saying is one attempted murder per person in per segment. So for instance, if Darby did that that's one attempted murder. But if Mox tries to retaliate and tries to kill him, that too?
That's another attempted murder. I don't know. It's almost self-defense, depending on scenario.
But that makes it 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say 2 or more attempted murders on this show.
Yeah, I'm going very high. It's the 6th anniversary. They may even go for 5. They may go for 5. They're going to be prized.
Isn't there multiple multi-man matches?
Yeah, I think the only singles match might be Fletcher versus Orange Cassidy because I watched Collision over the weekend by accident in my hotel room. It was just
you can't watch Collision by accident. You did it by choice.
No, I didn't know it was going to be on. It was late night. It was just I was like, what the fuck? Collision? What are you doing on? And I got to see.
I'm over here looking for titties, and I find sweaty men on Collision.
I found my man. Well, I walked into the main event of Jamie Hayter against Julia Hart, so I did find some titties. And I was like, why do people watch this show? Why was this the main event? Why was this on? Why they can't just take the weekend off? You're going to be preempted like into the middle of the night, and this is the main event. Why are we even coming on?
So there's show tomorrow. Show on Saturday, but it will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Pacific.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Prime time on the East Coast.
And then 1 a.m. if you're on my side of the world, which I'm assuming people, but the likes of Kane will be asleep. So,
yeah, don't worry. I think we're gonna have the same number of eyes on that show than we have on this show right now.
We have no one right now. By the way, if you've made it this far and you normally watch this show, you need to leave a comment this time because we had no interaction whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't even think we're on YouTube anymore at this point.
I think we're just strictly broadcasting to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, we shouldn't have took that Saudi money.
Yeah.
Oh no! If you have that much money, I'm curious. I'm sure the accountant doesn't know where every dollar goes. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I didn't get my check this week. Did you hear about that guy that kept invoicing Google and they kept sending him money because they didn't pay attention? Yeah, I feel like we can get away with that, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but he kept doing it. I feel like I would do it occasionally. I wouldn't do it too often that I get caught.
Yeah, I would do it once a year, maybe once every 2 years, depending on how much I get. But I would never be like, shit, I need more money.
No, I did maybe 6 months, every 6 months.
Yeah. Something like that. It'd be sporadic. Be other people, be other businesses, just random. I think you're good.
Next week, there's only the Tuesday show and possibly I don't think there's a Saturday show.
It might be. Saturday show might be back in normal time by next week. I'll talk to you off camera about that.
But there is Clash. What is it called? Crown Jewel
Clash. Crown. It's Australia. No blood involved in this one.
So there may be a watch along. I may do it alone if Marcus is still on early bird time. But it will be 8 a.m. from what I could tell from doing basic math.
No, it'll be 5 a.m. Pacific time. 8 a.m. on the Eastern time. 8 a.m. for you if you're in
I'll be on Eastern time. I'll be on Eastern time at that point.
So you got it better than if I were to do it with you at 5 a.m. I gotta wake up, get the sand out of my eyes and have take off my little sleeping cap.
I still think it would be like midday for me. I'm not going to convert to English from English time that quickly.
Yeah,
and I've already told people I'm going to have to take 2 additional walks than I normally would because I won't be with the dog, and I'm going to feel lost without walking.
Manny, you can always FaceTime Rika as you're doing your walk. And then,
no, do you know what she does? She doesn't pay attention to you when you FaceTime her. First of all, they don't see colors, which is even worse because she is a racist dog. So I don't understand.
She's dark. You see a black spot going like, it's a void. It's a void. The walking void. Dogs are indicated.
Yeah, they don't. She does. You can call out to her. She does not. I've recently purchased some Ring cameras. I've been messing with her with the speaking function because you can hear her barking downstairs. I'll literally get on the thing and stop barking. She's like, where's that voice coming from?
Yeah, voices. I'm going crazy. I'm going mad.
But yeah, it's yeah. I'll have to. This morning, Marcus. Well, I just want to say this is how unfit I am. I ran 50 meters, I believe. 50. It wasn't far because the dog decided she wanted to chase the squirrel.
Hold on, Manny. I am going to look up 50 meters.
It's half of what Usain Bolt run to break a world record.
I'm going to look up what you
in yards.
Yeah. Let's see. How deep is 50 meters in feet?
54 yards.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, dang. So you didn't even run. You ran half a football field.
Yeah, I was out of breath though.
Yeah. I would be too.
Because recently she
I would make the whole field, but I would crash down at the 20.
She chases squirrels when she sees them. But obviously in the morning, Marcus, my knees ain't working that. I need to warm up. These knees need oiling up and being greased up like an old robot before I do things like that.
Yeah.
And so obviously when we go for our walks around here, because I know what's coming a lot of the time, she's on the lead, but like it's a free lead, it's not locked. So normally, like when we're on the main road and stuff like that, it's locked, so she can't drift off into the road, or in case another dog comes or other people come by, I can keep her close. She's not far away from me. But when it's like that in the morning, because there's no one around, she's a little bit more freer on the lead. She sees the squirrel, she pulls me, so it's like, okay, we're running after the squirrel now. Previously, it was locked, and then she's like, ugh, and then stops.
Yeah.
And turns around and looks at me like it's my fault that we didn't capture the squirrel today.
Yeah. Well, it is. It is. You really got it.
My knees don't work at that time in the morning.
It's your fault, Betty. I mean, she didn't tell you to be out of shape.
I'm not even holding on to the guardrail when I'm going down the stairs in the morning. I'm holding on to walls. I'm holding both sides of the walls going downstairs. Knees ain't the same anymore.
These rocky knees.
So I've got some bad animal. I think I'm getting close to Tegan knees. I'm getting Knox knees.
Oh, you got Tegan Knox knees. No.
It's over. It's over.
Well, but that does conclude the show today. Thank you guys for joining, all of you, and especially everybody in the Lumber Chat today.
Which is no one. If you've made it this far, type how many crimes you think will be on AEW Dynamite tonight.
That should just be a poll question. We should put that up as a poll. Over or under crimes that happen on Dynamite this week.
Yeah, so like the video, subscribe. We're back tomorrow. Peace.
Peace out. Peanuts. Moose looked like he stumbled into the wrong conversation.
Well, Santana looked like he doing karaoke. Having the time, and then the mean mugging of Starks.
Yeah, what, he looking at Kazarian like that? You were at AEW too. They treat you dirty. Why are we like this? We all got to go sit by Tony.
Moose looks like a concerned coach or a concerned parent.
Watch it now. Watch what you say now. Watch what you say now. Bro, he looks like Trick's daddy, to be honest. Oh, shit.
You think if Moose was your dad and you dressed like Trick, I think he'd be disappointed. No, you.
What? Well, do you know, like the gold glittered vest with the thing? I mean,
No, did you know Trick wears high heels too?
Yeah. But the thing is, we have because Trick's part of his outfit is, I believe, Trick's physique that he's in shape. I believe that's part of the outfit. Like if I wore that outfit, I'd be very disappointed about it.
Well, first
because I'm not in shape. I don't have the shape of Trip. I don't look like that.
First off,
like
if we're
any of us, yeah.
If I wore that outfit, Marcus, first off, I'd have to shave my chest.
Yeah, you gotta shave your chest, man. You gotta get in amazing shape. You can't wear this outfit if you're not in good shape. It's supposed to show off your abs, your arms, or whatever, your physique.
No, I'd have to have some type of surgery too. You can't be going out there with like stretched skin and and like loose skin.
Imagine, yeah, BBL Manny.
I could never do that.
Yeah, I couldn't wear any of the outfits anybody wore out there. Maybe Miles Bourne suit, but it'd probably be too small.
No, you could rock what Santana's wearing. You could easily rock.
Oh well, yeah. You know what? I ignored Santana. Santana's actually the outfit I normally wear.
I think you could get away with what Ricky was wearing.
Still big. I couldn't do it. He did it shirtless. I have to put a shirt.
Well, you could button up to the second button on the button-up shirt.
Oh, really sexy then. Really sexy.
Yeah, show off a little bit.
Now people know he's too big. He can't go all the way down.
Showing off that little bit of that clavage.
Yeah. No, that hairy cleavage I got, you know.
Hello, officer.
Was I speeding?
Do you think Ava shows her knee?
No, Ava showed a picture of her dad.
Yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. Peace.
Deuces. Peace.
No one was watching this. Penis.
Penis.